got some more upgrades for the smt10. Starting from left, we got the Vanquish Products sway bars, and those are Curry licensed. They're just like the real Curry anti-rock sway bars found on real off-road trucks and Jeeps, things like that. And should be a good upgrade because for some reason the SMT comes to the factory with only a rear sway bar, which is kind of weird because it's more needed in the front than in the rear. So I don't know why Axial chooses to put it in the back and not the front. And this thing suffers from horrible torque steer, especially when you up the power with like a brushless motor, like I did in an earlier video. It just adds to that torque steer, and it makes it hard to control over jumps, things like that. Even going in a straight line, it's tough. So sway bar is a definite needed item in this thing. And one thing to note, when you buy this kit new, as I said, it comes with only a rear bar, and you're gonna, in order to put a front one in, there's little adapter brackets. These right here. You'll need those, and thankfully Axial includes them in the kit. So if you buy this truck new, you're all set. If you buy this thing used, like off of eBay or something like that, just ask the seller if they have all the parts that came with it, because that would kind of suck to go buy sway bars and then find out that you can't put a front one on because you're missing those brackets. So always make sure you got those first. That's just something to keep in mind. Next thing is the SSD steering linkage, and I went with the titanium one just because it's really strong, and being in the front of the axle like it is, it's prone to damage. So I ordered two, and also if I ever decide to add rear steer, I have another one of these on hand. So that's pretty cool. And all the way to the right is the MIP steel drive shaft. Now, like I said in an earlier video, I added brushless power from I took a motor and speed control from a low C10 MT, and it's a pretty potent motor. So I'm worried that drive shafts are going to be the weak link. I already upgraded the transmission to steel gears because they stripped out the factory plastic. So yeah, anyway, these should be some good upgrades. Let me get to installing them, and then we'll take it for a spin, see how it goes. Alright, almost all set. I got the sway bars, steering parts in, and got the drive shaft assembled, so getting ready to put those in. I just wanted to note one thing. You have to assemble these, and if you take a look, there's a pin right here and right here. One thing I like to do is make sure those are in line, because you can put these a bunch of different ways, but I like to always have those pins lined up just like that, so they're right in line. And that just just to make sure nothing vibrates. That's how you do it in a real car. I don't know if it's needed in one of these, but I do it anyway. So let's pop these in and I'll see how this thing goes. Project complete. I got the sway bars, or anti-sway bars as they're technically called, steering and drive shafts. I think performance-wise, the sway bars were the biggest upgrade, because this thing, like I said, got horrible body roll and torque twist, torque steer. So I think those are the best upgrades. But the drive shaft is like a extra measure of security, just knowing that they're not going to strip out. And then the steering, I don't know, stock one worked fine. I think it's more of like a looks thing, and I guess it doesn't flex as much, so that's cool. And one thing to mention, if you take a look at the servo saver, the screw that holds the drag link in, normally it's just one screw, and it screws right in the servo saver. But when you install the steering kit, you're left with the factory hardware. So I just took a long screw, I screwed it in from the back side of the servo saver, put a nut on it, so that just makes it so it won't ever come off. I don't know, not really needed, but I did it anyway. So there it is, some more upgrades and definitely more to come, so stay tuned. that's a wrap.